Ma'am, I said get out of the building, hands where I can see them. The officer's voice cracks through the marble lobby like a whip. Phones rise, gasps echo. A woman's heels freeze against polished stone, breath trembling in her chest. The young black woman blinks, slow, steady, eyes twitching with disbelief. Her purse strap slides from her shoulder, landing with a soft thud, as another officer steps forward, palm pressed against his holster. Her heartbeat pulses louder than the lobby whispers. Security gates beep, camera flashes flicker. She lifts her hands, palms open, stillness, silence, and from her purse, a silver corner glints, just once, like a secret watching. Her name is Amara Wells, 32, calm as a steady river. That morning, she'd walked into the federal courthouse like she had 100 times before. Clipboard under arm, hair tied tight, suit crisp, a woman who handled stress like breathing. But today, something felt off. Maybe it was the new security shift. Maybe it was the hostile eyes that followed her through the metal detectors. Or maybe it was the way her badge snagged on her pocket, leaving her ID face down. She stepped toward the elevator when the first shout hit. "You! Stop right there!" People turned. Phones tilted. Within seconds, a small circle formed. More curiosity than concern. Her voice tried to break through the noise, gentle at first. "Is there a problem, officer?" The taller cop swaggered forward, chest puffed like authority was oxygen. "We got a report of a suspicious person wandering restricted floors. That you? I'm cleared to—" "I didn't ask what you think," he snapped. Tension rippled. Someone whispered, "I knew she didn't look like she belonged." A sharp sting. That old, ugly burn. Amara swallowed. That day, she didn't know fate was watching. The officer's face scrunched into suspicion. "Show me your ID. Now." She reached for her purse, slowly, visibly, but the crowd murmured again. Phones recording, lenses judging. Her inner voice flickered. "Stay calm. Breathe. You've handled worse." One officer brushed past her shoulder to block her path. Another reached for her wrist. "Whoa, please don't touch me," she said. "Oh, now you're telling us how to do our jobs?" He smirked. The lobby echo swallowed her dignity. Some laughed. Others rolled eyes. A woman in a blue blazer whispered, "Just comply next time." Footsteps clicked behind her. Security staff joining, whispering questions, none actually hearing the answers. Amara's chest tightened, not from fear, but from the familiarity of this script. Every angle of her stance said professionalism. Every angle of their gaze said threat. "Hands on the wall!" Officer Ramirez barked, pointing to a glass pane near the lobby entrance. The metallic taste of humiliation coated her tongue. "I'm telling you, I work. I don't care where you think you work," he snapped. Crowd murmurs thickened. "She's probably here to sneak into courtrooms. Looks like she came to start trouble." She's lying. She pressed her palms to the cool glass, breathing shallow. Her reflection stared back, tight jaw, wide eyes. The second officer began rummaging through her purse. "Hey, you can't," she protested. "Suspicious behavior. We've got probable cause," he sang mechanically, pulling items out one at a time. Lip balm, notebook, a black pen. He tossed each onto a security tray like trash. A man recording muttered, "This is why they get in trouble." The crowd fed on humiliation. "Turn around," Ramirez ordered. She didn't. Instead, she whispered, "Call Director Cole, 4th floor." The officer laughed so loudly it echoed. "You hear that? She knows the director now." More chuckles. A few sympathetic eyes lowered. Not enough. Pressure built behind her ribs. "You can't just shout names to sound important," Ramirez hissed. "We've seen that before." His partner continued digging until his fingers touched the leather wallet tucked deep. He froze. Something stiff, something metallic. He pulled it halfway out, enough for his eyes to widen, but he hid it from the crowd. He gulped. Amara held his gaze. "That's the part where you stop," she said quietly. Her whisper landed heavier than a scream. The partner's face drained of color. Ramirez, maybe we should—" "No," Ramirez cut. "She's bluffing." The partner's lip quivered. He'd seen something Ramirez hadn't. Crowd noise swirled. Phones zoomed. The humiliation felt complete. Amara's eyes hardened. "This moment," she thought, "will not swallow me." Her voice steadied. "You really want to continue this?" The partner's hands shook. A pressure point line hovered in the air. "You don't know who you're dealing with." Flashback. A briefing room. Agents seated. Director Cole's voice stern. "Tomorrow we audit the courthouse security response. No warnings. Observe how they treat you without credentials visible." Cut back to present. The partner swallowed hard, pulling the wallet completely into view. The crowd leaned closer, hungry. He flipped it open. FBI Special Agent Amara Wells. Cold silence rolled like thunder. The gold badge shimmered under daylight. Ramirez blinked, confusion shattering his arrogance. "Wait! She's—" The partner whispered urgently. "She's the lead inspector. We were briefed on this audit yesterday." Ramirez's posture collapsed. Hands flew away from his holster. His voice shrank. "Ma'am, I didn't—" Crowd gasps. gasps replaced laughter. Blue blazer woman hid her face behind her phone. Amara lowered her hands from the glass, slowly turning. Her eyes no longer trembled. Her badge glowed between pinched fingers. Dead calm. "You searched my belongings without consent," she recited. "You escalated without cause. You humiliated a federal agent during an audit. And you ignored every attempt at de-escalation." Ramirez's throat bobbed. We thought that was the problem," she cut sharply. Phone cameras rotated like sunflowers finding light. Ramirez tried to straighten, tried to salvage his voice. "Look, can we—" "No," she said. In one smooth motion, she pulled out her phone, dialing. Her eyes never left him. "Director Cole?" "Yes, we're done here." She looked around the lobby. People lowered phones, ashamed. "You can expect a full report, including suspension recommendations." Ramirez stuttered. "Ma'am, please." But the damage was already carved into the marble air. Minutes later, the crowd watched silently as officers stood stiff, their arrogance evaporated. Amara walked calmly to the elevator, badge at her hip, now unmistakable. No hands on her, no raised voices, just quiet respect trailing behind her like a shadow finally recognized. She paused at the elevator doors, glancing back at the very wall she'd been pressed against. A peaceful breath. Justice doesn't always shout. Sometimes it stands quietly in truth. Ding. Doors close. The lobby remains still. Roles reversed. Calm restored. Truth standing taller than fear.